Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Your word is a lamp, your word is a light. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path.
Fear not, Abram, I am your shield. Your reward shall be very great. Who is speaking to Abram? Abram knows it's the voice of the Lord. But he doesn't understand what the Lord means. He said, "But Lord, what are you giving me? I still don't have any child. Will you give everything that's from me? Will that be for my servant?" "No," said the Lord. "You will really get a son. Just come outside. Look at the sky. Do you see the stars? Can you count them for me?" Oh, have you ever tried to count stars? It's impossible, right? So many. Now the Lord says to Abram, "I will give you as many children in your family as you see here in the sky, generation after generation, and they will all be your people." God continued to speak, and he said, "I'm the Lord. I brought you from your own country to this land. This land will be yours." Then Abram said, "But how do I know that this will all be mine?" God says, "Take a young cow from 3 years old, and also a goat from 3 years old, and a sheep from 3 years old, and 2 birds, a turtle dove and a young pigeon." Abram did what God asked him to do. Abram had to cut the animals into 2 pieces and lay them in 2 rows, but the birds he didn't cut. Then big birds came. They wanted to eat from the pieces of the animals, but Abram chased them and chased them. On a certain moment, Abram fell asleep, and in a dream, the Lord revealed to him what would happen in future. The Lord explained that the family of Abram would become slaves in Egypt, and that period would be for 400 years before the Lord would rescue them and bring them back to the promised country of Abram. When the sun had gone down and it was dark, look, a smoking fire pot and a flaming torch passed between these pieces. On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram. What does that mean? A covenant? Well, it's like a promise between 2 parties. They agree, "I will do this, but then you will do that." Now the Lord made a covenant with Abram. He promised him that he will become a father of a big nation. At the same time, he wants Abram to trust him and to obey him. That's what the Lord also wants from you, that you trust him and that you believe whatever he has been saying in his word. That's why it's so important to know the Bible stories. Abram believed in the Lord. He trusted that the Lord would do what he had promised. But in between, year after year, he is growing older. Also Sarai, his wife, is like a granny. Do you see? Will it still be possible that they will get a child? Can God really do these kind of things?